Okay, today we're encouraged to reflect on what truly brings us joy. Okay, it may be within our relationships, our creativity, our projects, the simple things in life that we just love that brings beauty into our world. It's a day when we're more in touch with our values, the things that matter most to us, and whether it's a heartfelt conversation with a loved one or a creative idea that comes to life, or it could even be a financial decision that aligns with our goals. Today's energy helps us to communicate with clarity, with warmth. We move through the day with a deeper connection of what we value and how to bring that into our world with a clarity, with an understanding. It's about creating harmony between our inner world and how we express ourselves. Okay, there's an ease to today, and it invites us to communicate what we truly want in life and to take those steps towards manifesting it with a confidence. So, of course, we'll dive into that with great detail. But for now, pull up a chair. Join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery. We will gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy. And by the end of our time together, it's my hope that you have the tools, the insight to go forward with clarity, with confidence, with love. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. Welcome to your daily focus for May the 16th, 2025. So we have the energy of the 16 today. The 16 is about awakenings. Something jars us awake. Something opens us up, brings in clarity, brings in knowledge, brings in understanding of what needs to fall away in our life and what we need to embrace in our life going forward. 1 plus 6 is a 7. The 7 energy is about bringing in a balance, harmony, love, beauty to our environments. More importantly, our relationships. And if we look at the daily numerology, it'd be a 5 plus a 7 plus a 9, which gives us a 21 energy. Now that 21 energy tells us that there are loose ends that need to be taken care of before we can really go forward with a sense of, I hear, enlightenment, liberty, freedom. And 2 plus 1 is a 3, so it's all about our transformation, our mind, our voice, curiosity, and allowing our heart to be led by curiosity. Sun is in Taurus, Moon is in Capricorn. Today we have Mercury semisextiling Venus. So our mind and heart come together as one, work together in alignment for what we truly want to bring in. So Mercury, that's communication, our thoughts, our voice. And it helps us to articulate our thoughts and ideas clearly so that they are welcome, so that they are embraced. It influences how we process information, how we express ourselves through our words, whether it's spoken or it's written. Venus represents love, beauty, money, and values. It's about what makes us feel good, what we appreciate in life. So this energy is gentle, but it does encourage us to communicate in ways that reflect our truest heart's desires. Okay, whether you're expressing your love within a relationship, finding beauty in the world around you, or maybe you're discussing a passion or some sort of value that you hold dear. It's time to make our thoughts and words align with what truly makes our hearts sing. So when Mercury is in a semisextile with Venus, okay, Mercury becomes more charming, more thoughtful in expression. It helps us to communicate in ways that reflect our deeper values, our deeper desires. And then Mercury in a sextile to Venus, we're encouraged to think about the things we value most. So it is a wonderful time. It's a wonderful time to communicate. Whether you're communicating love, affection, with a partner, with a family member, with a friend. My goodness, it could even be with a stranger. You just say some kind words, or you start this conversation, and you just get to, know each other at a deep level in a very short period of time. If you're an artist, a writer, somebody who is very creative, today's energy is ideal for expressing yourself, allowing that self-expression to bubble up and flow over. Our thoughts and ideas we're processing will be infused with beauty, perhaps romance, creativity, and elegance, I hear. Making this a great time to work on projects that align with our personal values, our passions. And remember, Venus governs our relationship with money, material possessions. And Mercury allows us, or helps us, I would say helps us would be more than allows us, to make those decisions, those thoughtful decisions. So if we're looking to make some financial choices, really think about it. This is a good time to look at what aligns with our values and brings in some kind of long-term satisfaction and security. This is a time when you might really try something out on the market and you say, wow, I really like that. And you see they're on the stock market, and so you invest in it because you think it's just fabulous. But also look at the trends and what's happening within the company as well. Just don't go by that alone. But I think investing in things that bring us joy, happiness, peace of mind, fulfillment, those are the kinds of things that we want to invest in during this time. Okay, this is a very gentle and supportive energy. It accumulates. It encourages us to communicate our desires, to express our love, and to bring more beauty into our world, our life. So it's time to align our thoughts with our values, to make decisions that reflect with what truly matters to us. Today's energy will support clear and heartfelt communication. It will allow us to express ourselves with ease, with grace. So it definitely is a time that when we can bring joy and beauty into our lives while making decisions that will bring in long-term goals and long-term joy. Okay, let's turn to the cards. What do we have there? Oh, look at that. 8 of Wands, bringing in opportunities, adventures, learning experiences, relationships. Well, that card being on the bottom tells us that it's more about the present moment, and it's more about experiencing the joy and the happiness and the celebration throughout our journey, rather than waiting till the end of the journey to celebrate. Okay, I thought I cut them, but I heard cut them, so I cut them again. On the bottom, we now have, look at this, the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups tells us that we are putting our attention, I think, a little bit too much on the negative of what didn't work, of where we failed. We can never truly fail, by the way, unless we totally give up. It's the only way we can fail. As long as we keep trying, it's not failure. It's figuring out ways that don't work. Easy as that. We need to feel the sense of freedom, feel the sense of liberation, throw down that cloak, twirl around, see the cups that are waiting to be filled, standing upright. To look out into the vast tomorrow and see. And so, here too, the path is so wide. It's got so many different opportunities and adventures and learning experiences and relationships mixed in here. So it could be those little tiny things that we don't think really mean a lot today. But when we look back in time, this is the day we met our new best friend, or we redesigned a room in our home that not only can we sit there and journal or talk with a friend, but we can also feel a sense of comfort, beauty, love. So I don't think this is ginormous. Oh, I got like a Dylan here or something. My gosh, that dog sheds. It doesn't look like it's major jumps, but it could be major changes because of those little tiny steps we are taking. We have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is, once again, what are we going to put in that cup? We have the opportunity to decide what we truly want to go after, what will bring us in happiness and joy, fulfillment, love. And how much do we love ourselves, okay? This is the time to grow our own self-worth, to know that we are deserving of everything and more of what we hope to bring into our world. Our passions, our dreams, our desires, our wants, our needs. And it really rests on how much we think we deserve it. How worthy we are of it. Where do we start... or where do we stop selling the dream to ourselves? Where do we figure that, it shouldn't be us, or what makes us so special, or, because you are, absolutely. Okay, we have the Page of Wands. This is a very free will kind of day on what we want to do, but this is telling us to concentrate on what we want, what matters most to us, where we want the joy, the celebration, the happiness, the abundance, the prosperity, where we want those feel-good feelings, where we want to enrich our conversations and enrich our relationships, enrich our path forward. And this card is really essentially saying anything we want. So we have two cards telling us that we have these cups that are waiting to be filled by us. This card is the thought process. So once again, it's understanding what we love the most within our hearts, what we want to bring into our world, and aligning it with our thoughts of how to make it possible. What practical steps can we take? And then we have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups tells me that there might be something from your childhood, definitely in your past, that told you that you shouldn't, you couldn't, you mustn't, you can't. Here we stand, we're almost afraid of those flowers. We were told not to touch them. They weren't meant for us. Get away from them. You're going to break them. You're going to kill them. What makes you think you're so special? Kind of energy, absolutely. But an angel appears and explains to us that those flowers were meant for us and us alone this whole time. Of course, those flowers are for us. And we can embrace them and inhale their fragrance and cast our eyes upon the beauty that is being offered to us. So are we saying yes to it? Are we saying no to it? What fear, what anxiety, what limitation is holding you back from embracing the beauty and the joy and the happiness that could be yours for simply asking? I think we have to do a little bit of work too, but... So the cards give it a little bit more of a spin because, yes, our mind and our heart is aligned, but do we really believe that we are worthy of those things that we want to bring into our world? Do we feel that in some way we're being punished or we don't deserve it because we did this, that, or the other thing? Is there some kind of shame in the past that makes us feel that way? Or maybe it was somebody's words, somebody's opinion that we took as a truth. Okay, we have acceptance of love, the 38 energy. So the 11 energy appears, telling us to let go of what no longer works in our life, no longer has value into our life, and to embrace those things that do have value, that do have worth. Acceptance of love. It is with the 7 energy, especially mixed into the energy, tells us that it is a lot about love in our relationships. This image is a representation of harmony and opposites. Can we see that nice there? Yeah, that's nice and clear. I tried to clean my nails as best as I could. I was out playing in the garden all day, so. And boy, did I do a lot of work on them, but I'm looking at the reflection and I'm like, they're still not clean enough. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I apologize. The image is a representation of harmony of opposites, masculine and feminine. You have the ability to give love freely to yourself and to others. It's important to understand that you are whole, complete, and perfect now, and will enhance the life of your own and another. Love can happen. Love is the truth of all situations. Love the soul embodied inside of you. Express more love in your life and allow yourself to feel loved. Everything happens exactly when it's supposed to. In that order, everything happens is what is supposed to take place. You bring the bright light and the individuality to this world. So yes, you bring, if you want to know why you deserve it, because you bring in that bright light. You bring in that love. You bring in that charisma. You bring in that dream, that passion, that anticipation of the next step. So where have you grown smaller? Where have you given away your power? Our animal for today is the monkeys. The monkeys say party time. Get out there and have some fun, some giggles, some laughter. Raise your energy. Absolutely. We got the monkeys telling us to do just that today. If I ever find them in here. Monkeys. So it's about celebration and getting a little silly. Positivity. Create what you want to see more of. Create what you want to see more of. Celebrate what you want to see more of is actually what it says. I don't know where I got create from. Okay, monkey wants you to know that you have been serious for far too long. It's time to act silly and celebrate. Even if there's nothing to celebrate, create something to celebrate. Put on party hats, get out some balloons, and simply celebrate you. If you've been taking time to have fun, maybe it's those around you who are party poopers. Look to see if your group of friends are negative factors in your life and change accordingly. Everyone deserves at least one friend that is sensible, but it's always good to have those to help keep fun in your life too. Monkey might be telling you that you will be invited to attend a celebration, a birthday, an anniversary, a promotion, whatever it might be, and that this day will be something positive to attend. So attend the event even if you don't feel like it. You may meet someone who could assist you in changing your life, whether for love or for career. Monkey says network. So get out there and have some fun. Network yourself. Feel alive, okay? Be in the present moment and see all that is being offered to you and how deserving you are of all the treasures that are awaiting you. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.